1. See? No. Advance. Advancing. Copy. See? Nothing. Dark. It's all dark. See? See? Negative. Caution. Captain, I see nothing. It's too dark. No light. Advance. Advise caution. Target directly ahead of you. Where's Kai? She's off monitor. She's dead? Keep moving. Observe extreme caution. I repeat, caution. You should have visual contact now. But I can't see. Visibility nil. I repeat, Captain, visibility nil. Advance. Request withdrawal, sir. Request denied. Advance. Sir, density of growth increasing. It's becoming advance. Captain? Captain? You see worlds. You map them. You survey them from core to outer atmosphere. This one I can taste. Moisture drawn by a searing jungle heat from marsh-wet earth has long smeared my tongue with the flavour of stagnant water. Bitter sap from the plants now sprays into my mouth. Captain, comlink failing. I don't read you. Damn! Comlink failed. Vocal links with command severed. I moved from the darkness of dense tree canopy into a green world. Slender grasses reach high above my head, 4 times as tall as a man. Moist stalks, bristling with vicious spines, make the sound of angry whispering as I push through. They're so close together that I see no sky above. I don't see anything in front of me, nor anything to flanks or rear. The tall plants swish back behind me with the completeness of liquid. I could be swimming through a green ocean, one that leaves no trace of my passing. And all the time, just ahead of me, a rush of static sounds in my earpiece, then as quickly passes. I'm alone here now, all communication lost. This green forest is a soundproof wall. Within moments of entering, I'd lost verbal contact with Kai and Rain. Sap smears my visor, drops of water fall to tap my helmet. The grass spines, slender as hypodermics, find their way through my suit to prick my skin. My forearms itch. Humidity and heat form a solid mass in my lungs. Breathing is near impossible. And yet, still ahead, I know I must locate my target. I must advance. Moving faster, sweeping grass aside. All I see are stalks flashing in front of my eyes. A tunnel effect of the lushest green. It flows over me. I don't see anything but grass. Even if I extend my hands, they vanish into the greenery as if vegetable jaws have greedily swallowed my limbs. My instincts flare inside my head. This place is evil. This jungle is a green clot on the face of a planet that oozes danger. Beneath my feet, the ground moves as if it is nothing but a membrane. Forbidding thoughts suggest that there is nothing but a dark void beneath me. If the membrane should split, I will tumble through into everlasting night where nightmare carnivores wait for fresh prey. When I fall, it's not down but forward. Brightness flares against the sap-smeared visor. Suddenly, there's no resistance in front of me. I'm losing my balance, tumbling down to my knees, bouncing on the spongy stuff. Then I'm on my feet again, adrenaline powering me on. Because the target should be here. I'm almost on top of it. A shadow flies at me. I raise my weapon. Jommy! Jommy! I hear my name being called by the speeding shadow. The voice is breathless with terror. Kai? I call her name. Are you all right? Jommy, get back! She grabs my arm to drag me into the dense clot of grass. I thought you were dead. I'm alive and staying that way. We've been ordered to advance to target. No way, Jommy, it's there. It's in those trees. Kai, stop. We're acting under orders. We can't just... You don't know what it's like. Not until you see for yourself. It's... She shakes her head, unable to finish the sentence. I flip the stained visor. At last, I can see clearly. Kai stands beside me, panting with exertion. She wears a black suit and helmet just like mine. Only she's far more slender at the waist. We're standing at the edge of the grassland. Those spine-covered stalks tower over us, swaying in the humid air. Above them, black clouds boil in a turbulent sky. Thunder rolls in the distance. It has the ominous beat of a monster heart. Now, I look ahead in the direction of the target. A loathsome blanket of moss that sweats its own toxic moisture runs for around 50 paces before reaching a clump of trees. They are a mass of contorted limbs that twist upward before looping down on themselves to bury their scarlet tips into sick-looking moss. Kai stares at the trees, her eyes so wide and fixed that I figure her entire body is gripped by intense muscle spasm. I've never seen fear like that before on a face, or terror distilled to such a shocking degree in human eyes. Wisps of blonde hair have slipped down from beneath her black helmet. They drip with perspiration. Her mouth has frozen, partly open. Her lips are pale, bloodless. Muscles beneath the skin of a face that is normally so youthful and glowing with health now twitch. Veins are broken in her cheeks, either through rocketing blood pressure induced from stress or from a blow. I can't tell. Kai? Gently, I put my hand on her shoulder. Kai? As if breaking free of a trance, she finally looks at me. Those eyes are pools of anxiety. Kai, show me where it is. Her face drains. She finds it hard to breathe. She's so afraid. Show you? You really want me to? You've got to. But, oh my God, Jommy, I don't... She gulps. I never want to see it again. I squeeze her shoulder, trying to reassure her. That's our purpose, Kai. That's why we're here. No, we're too young. They shouldn't have sent us alone. We're a Pelton Gold Star. This is what we're trained to do. We swore an oath. I speak gently but firmly. Show me where it is, Kai. For a second, I picture her tearing from me to plunge back into the wall of grass. That spine-covered vegetation would be infinitely preferable to this. But I see her blink. Maybe she is recalling her months of training, her oath of allegiance, her loyalty to her platoon, and to the ghosts of all our past heroes that sacrificed their lives for the foul homeland. This sends a ripple of energy through her. She looks taller, in control of herself. Okay, I'll show you. Where's your gun? She's ashamed. I ran. I don't know. I take the lead, with Kai following. She hisses instructions in a whisper. Straight ahead, left, through those trees shaped like a pointed archway, 20 paces beyond that. We reach the archway trees where she pauses. I glance back. She's staring into the gloom of the copse. Thunder morphs from a heartbeat sound to a menacing growl. Lightning flickers in the clouds. I'm sorry, Jommy. I can't go back in there. I want to help, but I just can't. Oh my God, I know I can't see it again. Wait here. Arm the gun, safety off. I raise the muzzle, ready to fire the second the target is sighted. Then I move forward, swiftly, silently, my senses soaring into overdrive. I count every pace I take, balancing the need for stealth with the requirement for speed. Kai told me 20 paces to the target from the arch-like trees. 1 pace. 2. 3. 4. 5. A vivid splash of lightning. It reveals twisted tree limbs. They close in, forming something that could be the bars of a cage, hemming me in at both sides. I notice the bark. It's a supple black that resembles the skin of a reptile rather than the covering of a tree. A scaly appearance where drops of water stand proud of its surface. More lightning sends sudden shafts of blue light through the canopy of branches. Then a crash of thunder. And all the time I'm counting paces, weapon ready, its armed light flashing red in the scope. 8. 9. 10. 10 paces to target. 11. 12. I engage the trigger to first position. The gun stock throbs through the material of my gloves. The red light pulses faster. Count paces. 13. 14. 15. Engage trigger in firing position. Energies of huge destructive power throb in the magazine cyst beneath the gun barrel. The red light screws itself into a frenzied flickering. 16. 17. Where's the target? Where's the target? My heart pounds against my ribs. Thunder roars down at me with all the sound and fury of heaven breaking in two. Instinct drives me into attack mode. Moving faster, gun raised to my shoulder, I peer down the shadowed tunnel through the tangled limbs of trees. Roots lie in looping tangles on the ground. It's like negotiating a path full of snakes. Counting paces. 18. 19. Ugh! My toe catches in one of the root loops. I plunge forward, arms outstretched to save myself from serious injury. My gun falls into the infestation of plant growth. When lightning strikes again, I'm on my hands and knees. The gloomy void beneath the tree canopy explodes into a flash of blue light. 30 paces in front of me, a tree blazes as lightning tears down through the trunk, exploding its core to pulp and sending out cascades of dazzling sparks. Only I don't really see the destruction of the tree. That's not important. Because when I look up, I realize I have reached my target. Rearing up before me, towering there in a cone of metal so dark that it seems to devour the brilliance of the lightning bolt itself, is a sinister conjunction of shapes, angles, vertical planes, glittering limbs, and an uncompromising hardness. Its size extends beyond mere physical dimensions. My response to confronting the evil presence shortcuts any intellectual understanding of what I see lit by 1,000,000 volts of storm power. I respond to it not with mind, but with instinct, with gut and heart. This body of metal and lines of symmetry shutters dispassionate observation. My eyes fix on it as flashes of the most vivid lightning illuminate its presence. And yet I see it represented by symbols that are thrust into my brain. I look at hemispheres bulging from smooth metal flanks. But I see the lens of a dark and terrible god that has the ability to concentrate evil into a singularity of focus. I see a slender, silvered limb projecting from the front. But I see acid burning a child's face. I see the flattened dome at the apex, and I see 1,000,000,000 graves. I see the witch-fire glint of a lens cover, but it is death blinking at me, death knowing me, death anticipating me. And the rush of a sudden breeze across that steel shell is the ghosting cry of all its victims from countless worlds without end. For the name of what I see in front of me isn't dark enough, brutal enough, nor terrible enough to convey the sheer power and horror of that configuration of metal. Dalek.